David, my vision was that we had told Artuk to go to the library.
Yep, the bent's fine.
The Bent's fine. Okay. So my vision was that maybe uh Ken is like, well, I'll start like promoting us right away. And then maybe we have Zeka find us like an inn. So that's what I was
Sure. Okay. Good enough.
okay. Great. Great job. And then it's like, well, since Artek, well, you know what, Kezia, we all meet up and I say, Kezia, I'm sorry that our stealth mission didn't go super well, but I guess it's kind of good we probably just got out of there and they didn't like recognize us, right?
Yep. Yep. I don't not see any problems arising from that. Nope, not at all.
Not a problem. Well, I was actually gonna go check on Artuk and kind of explain to him what's going on and see if we can like have him go to whatever inn Zeka finds. And I was also kind of trying to think about like we don't really know how Artuk's magic is gonna work, so I was gonna maybe like suggest a like method that we use in the monastery. But if you two want to come, I know you're both also magic users. Like maybe Ken would probably be like the closest magic user to like druidic magic. But I thought if you guys had any ideas, since we probably don't want him to be around the gauntlet, like he might be able to just kind of focus on that. So if you want to come to the library with me, I think that could be helpful.
Yeah, I can do that. I also just
Yeah.
want to bring up that you saying I'm kind of a magic user is a little bit offensive, but we can unpack that later.
But wouldn't you say you largely use your sword?
We can unpack this later, okay? I just don't. We don't need to always bring it up.
I know Kezia like is great at her bow. She's like stellar at it.
Yeah.
I am very good at it. Thank you very much, Odd. I appreciate you recognizing that.
He is pretty good at a bow.
Um,
Okay, well, Ken said. Byron said he was going to go find the farmer's market and just start shouting at people to come to.
New Panther generation.
is where we send Artuk. So let's make our way that way.
Yes. I'm just saying he's going over there near the fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh well, maybe Byron will be able to help Artuk with his
Byron's
magic.
actively juggling and saying just new Panther generation and different incantations. He seems to think it's making
I think we could let Carson dictate what Byron is doing when he's here.
He's not here right now. So right now he's juggling. I'm gonna get rid of a skill and add juggling on Byron's character.
No. He distinctly does not have a skill in this. That does not change the fact that he is trying.
No, just roll performance. Why do you not just do? Okay.
He got a 13 at juggling.
I don't think it becomes a natural 20 because he hasn't juggled before.
Okay. So, wow, we're at the library.
Wow, it was not too far away.
No.
Let's go find Artuk.
Oh, there he is. He's eating ribs.
I'm hungry. What? Hey, guys.
As you guys walk into the bent spine, you see that this is a library ostensibly only in name. This is very clearly a cigar club that there are books at, mostly as decoration and posterity. You see no less than 30 copies of the same Encyclopedia Orcish, all on the walls. They are the same encyclopedia. They are not covering new material. But they do look fantastic. There's a low-hanging smog over the air from all the cigar smoke.
Now, this is my kind of library.
You know what? I kind of wanted to go to the library because I thought it would be like the libraries in Catharsis, which are like really lame and always abandoned except for the big nerds.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of books. Which is awesome, but like this is like cool. This feels more like
Okay, you know Morak's a big nerd, right? Like he's the one who would be in the
okay, we can unpack this later, Ode. We don't need to be knocking everything about my character
Well,
right
you,
now.
For current fashion,
in the corner over there.
Yeah, but he's just eating ribs. Weird.
Hey Artek, how's it been? The past couple minutes.
couple of minutes. Significantly better than the past couple days, but ribs are tasty. Shouldn't probably be eaten in a library, but
I'm glad you found the rib vendor. Oh, there's just a guy with a cart. Actually, he's walking around.
This place ever. I mean, there's a severe lack of books.
Brenna, is
but-
Kezia with us? Or did she do it?
Well, she
No,
kind of disappeared in the cigar smoke.
Yeah, she's there somewhere. She's just. It's the cigar smoke just kind of like low. It's low hanging, unfortunately. So it's just like fog.
As soon as she wants to say something, she'll pop up.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious.
Okay.
I was
well-
actually getting barbecue sauce all over the pages.
there aren't a whole lot of books here
you
to
don't
read.
know
They're all
where
the same
she's at.
anyway.
Not that many books here to read, particularly for Artuk, who is illiterate.
Yeah, I kind
Fairly.
of thought that maybe we could like find a book on like helping you with getting your magic back, but it probably won't be here, and also you can't read. So I mean, I don't want to say you can't read. You've grown a lot in your reading.
I mean, I'm way better than I was for what it's
Yeah.
worth. I don't think I could read any of these though.
Well, we do want to try that gauntlet thing to try to get that diamond. And so I was thinking, since you're probably not in a place where you want to be casting spells right now still, right? Unless it's something you like really want to try. I kind of figured maybe you want to like sit this one out.
Yeah, it's tricky, right? We need that diamond. If there's any way that I can be helpful getting you that is the first priority right now. I'm fully in agreement there. And the only thing that I'm not going to do to get that diamond is put other people at risk, because that totally gets rid of the point of getting the diamond in the first place. The issue I have is that I think that, I mean, I don't know, casting right now might work fine, or it might just make all the spores come back out again. I feel pretty okay. I feel better than I felt in a long time. It did, weirdly relieve a little pressure from what it's been like recently. On the inside, it feels like I might be able to control it, but it's a really dangerous game to play, to say, yeah, I feel okay, and then try casting something when that just all went down like that. I'm, hopefully understandably a little bit traumatized by the past couple of days.
Well, I think anything you'd want to like start small and like make sure you feel confident with those. So maybe like that's something that Morak kind of help guide you with, like what a small thing to start with would be. But I kind of wanted to.
Oh yeah, I'm the only one that knows the small spells. I get it. It's fine.
Okay, size doesn't matter with magic.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, and then I wanted to maybe suggest that if you weren't able to join the gauntlet like right now, you could just focus on that and see like how safely but quickly you can like build up to being like comfortable in your magic again. And so I was thinking that like one thing that they teach us at the monastery is like how to have multiple ideas that you're like holding strongly at once, even if they're conflicting ideas. So I've been thinking about that, and like for you, like it seems like your magic is like kind of like druidic-y magic, but like some of it's from the spores, but like I know you're a druid, so like that's one idea, like your druidic magic, your like nature magic, right? And then another idea is holding the spores inside you and like not letting them out again. So like with meditation at the monastery, they have us like hold the idea of casting druidic magic. Well, not that, like for your example. And then also hold the idea of like not letting the spores out. And maybe like you were doing it for so long that these ideas got kind of intermingled. So maybe you need to like hold them in yourself and keep them separate, like two separate fists, but like, have them both exist at the same time. So like in the monastery, we just kind of think about it a lot. And how it's making fists, we like hold our fists in like this specific way. And she kind of shows him to show that they're like separate but together. So I think maybe you look really confused.
Yeah, I mean, separate. I kind of get it.
But not intermingled. Don't go like this.
Yeah. I mean, so before I ever had any of the spores or anything like that, well, I used to be able to cast like normal druidic magic, like, the way most folk in my herd could. Um, and like, that was something entirely separate. I used to, be able to sort of commune with the nature around me and draw power from it and use that power. The spores sort of, when they appeared, and I couldn't control them at all at first, cut off my ability to connect the way that I needed to draw that original kind of source of power. Um, you know, to be fair, I've learned a lot since then about keeping the spores in check, and I've I don't think I could do anything big that way, but maybe I could try to use the magic I used to use with a little bit better understanding of how the spores work and try to draw from myself again instead of drawing from the spores for at least the little magic that I used to have. Like, I'm not going to try to do anything I wasn't able to do back, way before I met you guys. But for the little stuff that I've done before, maybe I could figure out how to do it the way I used to again.
Yeah,
Maybe,
it might work, but like if you hold the druid magic and then the other idea is keeping the spores in, because you have such a strong understanding of that now, it might be that they no longer are like blocking your other druid magic. Maybe?
I mean, yeah, I could try that. I mean, I really haven't tried to use magic by my own means since this all happened because I didn't think it possible anymore. The very first thing that it did when the spores came in was it cut off my abilities for that, my old capabilities. But that is to say I haven't tried it in a long time. So I don't know. Maybe if I can make magic come out that isn't the spores magic, but is the magic I used to have, it wouldn't be very powerful. I'm not a very powerful druid on my own. The spores are sort of what gave me all that. But it would be mine, and that's different, and that would feel better. And I'd be able
Yeah,
to be helpful at least a little until I get these spores figured out.
I mean, I guess it's worth trying. It sounds kind of discouraging that the way you say it, like you won't be able to get back to the, like cool, like control the weather, like make a
Yeah,
tornado Artuk magic that we kind of got used to. But I mean, that seems like a place to start.
yeah. I mean, honestly, to be real blunt with y'all, after what's been happening the past few days, I'd rather make some plants come out of the ground by my own means than create a tornado by my spores. At least
More
for a little while until I can figure
any
that out.
like, advice from being trained in all your powerful magic.
Hey, thank you, Ode. It
We
is
can talk
it is
about that
quite,
later.
it is quite powerful. But no, I commend you in what you're trying to do. Um, I think we could easily, not easily, but we could get you back to a fighting spot, fighting place, because we need someone like you to help us get through everything. And I don't. It'll take time, but I think we can get there.
Yeah, I think that maybe, I'm gonna definitely stray real far from relying on my spores the way that I did. I'm not gonna put them up in the air like I used to. I'm gonna hold back from doing anything that's just them and letting them out. But in the meantime, like what Ode was saying, maybe I can try to reconnect with a little bit of that. And then, if y'all are still okay with it after all that, if we could keep going towards Galterra, I think that, you know, if we can't get this thing figured out for the long haul, then it's not worth having me stick around with y'all because I'm just going to hurt you again. I'm going to be real fair or real blunt with.
Well, we're gonna try everything we can, and we don't have to worry about what will happen if we don't succeed until we try everything. Same as what we're gonna do to try everything to get Sunny back. Really.
Yeah, let's y'all go off and you Sunny back here. You get that diamond, and I'm gonna hang back. 'Cause I don't know if I can help safely right now, and I don't want to hurt more than I help. If there's any way I can help safely, let me know, and I will 1,000% be doing just that. Forget all my shit because we got to get Sunny back. All this, that's weighing about as heavy as anything could weigh on me. Hurting a friend has not been easy on me, but has not been easy on any of us, frankly. Um, but In the meantime, I'm gonna try to do what I can to figure out how useful I can be for the time being. And if y'all are cool with continuing to march on after we get Sunny all up and figured out towards where we were headed to begin with, I'm gonna get this shit figured out so I can help y'all figure everything out with the world. I'm here for the long haul if we can get that.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be fine with doing the gauntlet. We're a cool group. Kezia's around here somewhere, probably sharpening her arrows. Do you do that?
I don't think
Anyway,
she does.
Kezia's really. Anyway, we'll be fine. And then I know I want to keep going to Gautera after that. And I know we're a group, so we can do whatever the group thinks. But I'm on board with that.
As a note, you don't actually sharpen arrows.
You guys do not see Kezia. You do not see her. You hear her voice from the smog.
Every word is coming from a different location.
Oh, sorry. Here, I put my hand up against like Morak's like leg. I'm right here.
Oh shit!
Yeah. See, we've got Kezia. We're
I
fine.
thought there was like a small cat or a dog walking around. I didn't realize it was Kezia brushing up against me.
Y'all gotta be
Morak,
careful
I
scaring
will
me like
stab
that.
you.
I could spore a little.
That's
Gross.
that was disgusting. I'm going to leave. We will figure this out. I'll see you later.
We can find what inn we're staying in. If you want to stay at the inn and like do the meditation thing, if you want to like poke around the city, see if you can figure out any more information about the city,
Yeah.
I think either of those would be good. But yeah, like just the holding the ideas and then understanding how your magic is intertwined with those two ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not this.
This.
Not this.
You know, maybe this, but you got to start with this before you.
Definitely not this.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna go for
Definitely not.
this or this. I'm gonna start like, this and see if I can start to bring a little closer.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Oh, Zeka, you finally we saw you just walk away.
What inn did you find for us, Zeka?
I just come in and you're saying I want this, but maybe this, but not this, and it's
Well,
just
but importantly, what inn did you find for the party?
high Chicago hostel.
All right.
Kind of weird that there's a the city's called, what is it, Cedar Point?
David, this whole conversation is going to be very hard with just recording your Roll20 screen.
No, David will do some editing shit. He'll get it good.
Gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
fun to tackle this one.
nothing but the most faith to do.
Yeah, when we're speaking an extended physical metaphor.
So, needless to say, we're gonna go do the thing now. Are you gonna finish that rib?
I mean, you can have one of these. I got a lot for myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one. Thank you.
But I
Bring
think
back
for me,
another platter of ribs for Artuk. He did get the bottomless rib package.
Morak takes 2.
They
Please.
eye you. They point to a sign that says 3 sharesies max.
And Max is underlined twice and bold.
Kezia has taken like 4 so far.
But it's okay because nobody noticed.
she can have as many shares as she wants. She just doesn't have to show anybody.
Cheers.
Wait, I thought Artuk was vegetarian.
No, he's
These are
Chicken.
Soy.
impossible ribs.
Impossible ribs.
You got the real Artuk! Everybody!
We figured
ribs
it
of
out.
palm. Ribs of palm.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Oh,
It sounds really gross.
No. They're fish ribs. He's pescatarian.
I'm sorry, corpse. What are you doing?
Ew.
it's just the ribs of kale.
That's what he calls celery, is ribs.
They got a nice crunch to them. I love when you bite into a rib and it crunches.
Like, Morak picks it up and figures out it's just barbecue covered celery.
He's like, it's just very disappointed. It's just empty calories. It's useless.
Well, we'll leave you to that, Artuk. And
Yeah, I'm gonna-
unless there's anything else.
I think I'm gonna try to get as far away from as I can from folks for a little bit here, and I'm gonna see if I can, at least for the stuff I used to be able to do, reconnect a little bit. That honestly, thank you there, Ode. That's it was a new perspective I haven't thought about for a little bit, and I've been kind of caught up in a lot of dark thoughts for a little bit here.
Important. I almost forgot. As part of our meditation, we had a mantra. And so my mantra is something you repeat that guides the meditation. So my mantra was Om. So you need something like that.
Because your name's Ode, and that's kind of close.
No.
I mean, should it just be like something that I say or like that comes naturally to me, like something subconscious, something like that?
Like,
Well,
maybe think of like something that you can repeat and chant that guides something that like maybe a like word in Druidic, but that channels what you want of like power and nature and control. But also like understanding that right now, like the spores are a part of you and like you still need to be able to like work in cohesion with them even if you're not in partnership with them. So like a word that just like combines all that.
Well,
Train.
it could be like you have to believe in yourself, right?
Sure.
So a good thing for you to repeat would you say believe it. That's a good mantra,
Yeah,
right?
great.
I feel like
Anyway, I'm
like-
not here right now.
You came and told us what inn we were staying at.
I feel like if I'm trying to, focus in on myself and pulling back what I used to be able to do, I gotta go for something that comes naturally out of me, whether I want it to or not. And so I think if I'm going back to like, my real roots, the thing that, is gonna be the most natural to say without even thinking about it. Yeah, kind of like Om, like for you. I'm gonna just sit alone in the woods under a tree, think real hard about my old magic and try to bring it back. And the whole time, I'm gonna just under my breath. Hooey. Hooey.
God damn it.